Goswami 108 Shri Sharanam Baba Mahodayji, at such a young age, has already taken up the responsibility that he is calling as a direct descendant of Srimad Vallabhacharya, who is the praneta, that means who is the originator of Pushti Marg. He is into this 18th dynasty, if I'm mistaken not, and the younger son of HDH सत्ता पीठाधीश्वर गोस्वामी 108 श्री द्वारकेला श्री महाराज श्री वडोदरा Kalyan Raiji Mandir in Baroda to serve Lord Krishna that he sees omnipresent and omniscient. While being a full-time college student at MS University, Vadodara, he remains in constant seva of Shri Thakurji, which I have noticed personally. I've been seeing him and everywhere in the temple as inside the mandir, Nij Mandir ma Bahara, in the Kirtan bhi, he would probably, I would mention about everything that you name the type of seva and we will find Sharanam Baba always present for anything and everything. He remains constant seva of Thakurji and as well as being active involved in numerous spiritual education, humanitarian and social environment, until services oriented cultural and youth activity. Just when in his visit in USA for the first time, he inaugurated and presided over the first ever Vaishnav quiz ball. I mean, that particular concept of quiz ball was being introduced by him, which was a very encouraging and encouraging, where we could understand that the meaning of Pushti Marg in various forms and various important terminology. He launched first of ever kind Vaishnav alumni group called Shrima Youth Association. In the past, he also presided and participated in Seva camps, discourses and youth. He has numerous number of speeches on self-evaluation, self-explanation, what you call Atma Nivedan and Atma Sankalation and all that. And today also he is going to really have a very inspiring topic, which is gratitude or krutagnata. That means submission and an acknowledgement. I'm not going to little bit also elaborate because everything which comes from me, we will not be deprived of his motivational speech. So probably what I'm just explaining that he is in a variety of activities, encouraging the entire youth and to really join in such a huge right, let's say project of motivational talk, sports activity. He's into Premier Pushti League cricket. Vadodara International is also involved in international marathon walk. Prabhat Ferry, also monthly morning spiritual rounds, humanitarian activities like blood drive, blanket and sweater donations, notebook donations, etc. Also into the festivals, Apada Je Mota Mota Mahotsav, whatever we have called Janmashtami, Ram Navami, which is there tomorrow. Fortunately, we are absolutely at knocking the door. Mahaprabhuji's Pragat Utsav, which is also in offering. Cultural events like dramas, dances, and I have witnessed, fortunately, his many of these programs whenever I was in Vadodara, the dramas, dances, any quiz, Nibandh Harifai, which I was one of the participants in the sense evaluator and all that. So I have been like with him and been getting blessed and charged so many times. Camps and Shibir's, Pravas.
Kalpeshakal, you are muted. Can you unmute yourself again? Sorry.
Sorry.
There.
Oh, I should. I think everything went up the line. So he was into cultural events, dramas, dances, music, concerts, camps and shibirs, pravas shrungar. He had right now Dandvati Prakranam, which is you know that we have to almost take up Dandvat Pranam over 7 course in Giriraj. I mean, you can see him in all forms, like what we see Krishna Bhagavan in different forms and personalities. He is also into the community service, renovate government schools, save Yamuna, planting trees and shrubberies in Vadodara. Religious Pushti quiz I mentioned earlier, Vraj pilgrimage also, which I mentioned earlier. His, his speciality is that he has a hobby in music, and music, which we know that Krishna Bhagavan's main importance is music, Gan, Kirtan, and music which probably played by his flute. he has a music. He also plays harmonium, and he has a passion of playing pakhavaj on while singing kirtans. And he is considered as a leading expert in classical North Indian percussion instrument of Drupad style, which probably is a very rare thing, which I think probably it's an admirable person. He also enjoys poetry and connecting with youth. We have been exchanging a lot of good poems, or rather say sort of Pushtimark shairis and all that. So I really feel so great about that I've been given the privilege of introducing such a truly Pushtimark, profoundly blessed to have such a young, dedicated Vallabhpur Acharya, which probably is a very rare possibility in Vallabhpur in the today's times. At such a young age, he has devoted his life and mission to spreading of the true values and principles and meaning of Lord Krishna life as envisioned by Srimad Vallabhacharya Mahaprabhuji. As I told you earlier, he is very young and probably the youngest enforcing personality Vallabhpur over Acharya, which you can find in him a lot of intellectual, and probably he's the one who has really profoundly inserted a lot of trust in the Pushtimark by his virtues and his speech and everything. So my humble request to him not to probably take away his time, but probably request him humbly that he takes over and probably showers us his speech and the blessings of all his good words and preaches and sermons. Over to you, Sharanamkumar.
Thank you so much, Kalpesh bhai. અને करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा बस नाम हो रहा है, सब आपकी कृपा से मेरा काम हो रहा है. પ્રભુ કૃપાથી જ બધું સુંદર રૂપે થાય છે. He is the engine residing inside the car, so જેટલું એન્જિનમાં પાવર હોય એટલી જ ફાસ્ટ ગાડી દોડી શકે. આપણો એન્જિન એટલો પાવરફુલ છે. શ્રી કૃષ્ણ is so powerful that it keeps on running the show sitting within. શ્રી કૃષ્ણને વંદન કરી we will start the session on gratitude. It has always been nice and intellectual when interactions with Kalpesh bhai has happened. So thank you so much, Kalpesh bhai, and Sejal bin, especially you, for organizing such beautiful satsangs for Vaishnavs. Krishna Kripa satsang na માધ્યમથી જે આ સુંદર કાર્ય આપ કરી રહ્યા છો તે માટે પ્રભુને આપ માટે ખૂબ ખૂબ પ્રાર્થનાઓ મારી વ્યક્ત કરું છું. વંદે શ્રી કૃષ્ણ દેવમ મુરનરકભિદમ વેદ વેદાંત વેદ્યમ लोके भक्ति प्रसिद्ध्यै यदकुल जलदौ प्रादुरासीदपारः यस्यासीद्रूपमेव त्रिभुवनतरणे भक्तिवच्च स्वतन्त्रं लोके रूपं शास्त्रं रूपं च लोके प्रकटयसि मुदा यस्य नो भूतिहेतुः. नमो भगवते तस्मै कृष्णायाद्भुतकर्मणे रूपनाम विभेदेन जगत्क्रीडति यो यतः. नमो वाक्पतये वाचे वल्लभाचार्यरूपिणे आचार्यान्ये महालक्ष्मे सरस्वत्ये नमो नमः. श्री कृष्णाय नमः. Gratitude, Kritagnata. It is not just an expression, but it is a feeling. And to express this feeling of appreciation, of being grateful for something in our life, it makes a big change. It brings a big change in our life and our lifestyle. It changes our perspective and our approach towards looking at situations, towards looking at people, towards looking at problems, and towards looking at the solutions of their problems. There are so many different scenarios in lives where everyone have their own experiences, and according to those experiences, we mostly take our decisions, we make our choices. But when it comes to be grateful, we don't focus on it very much. We do practice gratefulness when someone gives us a pen, or when someone wishes us good luck. We do say thank you. But do we literally mean it? Or we are just saying it to just for the sake of saying it? So being grateful or being appreciative, sharing your thankfulness is not just an expression, but with that it is also a feeling. Do you literally feel that I need to thank this person because he or she has done something for me, whether it is small or big? So being appreciative from the bottom of your heart, to feel the appreciation, to feel the deed they have done for you, is known as gratitude. And in that scenario in your life, most of the time what happens is we focus on the things we don't have. We criticize our life. We think that this was possible. Why everyone in this world has everything, but only not me? Why this person has this car? Even I want to have it. Why I can't have this model of phone? Why I can't have such a lavish life and a lifestyle? A big house or a lot of money. We mostly focus on what we don't have. And that is the key of not being grateful. We can only practice gratitude and gratefulness when we start appreciating what we have and stop focusing on what we don't have. We often complain or feel sad when we see the lives of others around us and feel that we may not be as rich or maybe as successful as them, or do not have a big car or so on. Social media further enhances this as we constantly see pictures of perfect lives of everyone around us. Social media has created this phobia in our minds that life is so perfect, because there are imperfections in every life, but on media we showcase the untruth lifestyle, the unreal lifestyle of ourselves. We try to portray something which we are not, just to gain likes, just to gain appreciation. And when something wrong goes, when we end that portrayal of our fake life or for who we are not, when that ends and the reality comes in limelight, when people start knowing the reality, that causes depression, hypertension, anxiety, and many more such psychological and physical problems, because mind is connected with body. The way we process our thoughts is the way our body is going to react. So showing what you are not can create a lot of problems in your life. But when you change the scenario and when you change the perspective of your life from showing what you are not to knowing what you have, things start changing. If we analyze our lives, we can see so many things we have. Rather than focusing on what we don't have, then focusing on what we have, that we should be grateful for. Our parents, a good home, food for both times, our Guru, our Granth, and so many more things. Good company, good surrounding, good opportunities. When we focus on all these things, when we focus on our current situation and our current lifestyle, there are so many people who even don't have the opportunity to reach till that level. So when we think of our life with that perspective, when we start accepting who we are, what we are, and how we are, when we accept it and start appreciating it, only and only at that point we can experience happiness in our life. Because we fill our life and our mind with fulfillness, with satisfaction. We start feeling the satisfaction in what we have. Okay, I might not have the topmost model of the iPhone right now, but the model I have right now is working fine and I'm happy with it. I might not have a top-end model of a car. So what? The vehicle I have right now is working fine. No matter how people look at it, because nowadays we focus on the status, how people are looking at us, what they think of us, but we don't keep this thought in our mind where how we ourselves see at our life, how we look at it, and how we make an approach towards it. In fact, we are so lucky to have eyes, hands, legs, and a good working body so we can live a normal life. There are so many people in this world who do not have this opportunity, who might be homeless, who might not have functional body, who might not have eyes to look. There are millions who are blind, there are millions who are handicapped, there are millions who are homeless, there are millions who don't have job and do not have food to eat. We are lucky that we are not one of them. We should be grateful for that. Being grateful for what you have, appreciating for what you have is very important. And only then we can feel happiness, and only then, if we are happy, we can share that happiness with the ones who don't have it. We are lucky to have it. With the Prabhu Kripa, ભગવાનની કૃપાથી આપણને પ્રાપ્ત થયું છે. તો જ્યારે એ પ્રાપ્ત થયું છે એની અનુભૂતિ કરવી, અનુભૂતિ સાથે એની પ્રત્યેનો કૃતજ્ઞતાનો ભાવ વ્યક્ત કરવો, અને એ ભાવ વ્યક્ત કરીને જેની પાસે નથી એને આપણે કેવી રીતે આપણી પ્રસન્નતા શેર કરી શકીએ. So gratitude is not only being grateful for what you have, but also gratitude is something about sharing your happiness. આપની પ્રસન્નતાને વ્યક્ત કરવી એ પણ કૃતજ્ઞતાના ભાવને પ્રદર્શિત કરે છે. મારી પાસે છે એ તો મને ખબર છે, પણ હું કોઈને આપી શકું છું જ્યારે એનું જ્ઞાન થઈ જાય, એ કૃતજ્ઞતાને દૃઢ કરે છે. We are lucky that God has blessed us with the capacity that we can share and bring happiness into other lives. We can bring happiness with others around us, and we have that capacity, that potential that we can do this. But to know that I have that potential, first we need to accept that what I have is sufficient for me. Showing gratitude is a way to share happiness which you have received. જે પ્રસન્નતા, જે આનંદની પ્રાપ્તિ પોતાને થાય છે, એ બીજા સાથે શેર કરવું, એ જ કૃતજ્ઞતાનો ભાવ છે. ભગવદ્ ગીતામાં ભગવાન અનેક પ્રકારથી જીવના સ્વભાવને અને એની મનસ્થિતિને, એના ગુણોને વર્ણન કરે છે. There are three types of gun: Sattva, Raj and Tam. Sattva gun, Rajo gun and Tamo gun. Sattva gun means purity, knowledge and harmony. Sattva represents purity, knowledge and harmony. Rajas or Rajogun, it represents passion, action, energy, and motion. The passion towards something, the action that we take with that passion, the force and the energy we put towards that action, and the motion that we create is Rajas. Then comes the third gun, Tamogun, Tamas. Tamas manifests itself as laziness and darkness. We all have the brightest side of ourselves, and we all have the darkest corners of ourselves. We experience the both ends in this single life. And we also experience the middle point where they both collide. Everything we do will have various results. We humans tend to do everything with one of these guns. We might do something, we might take our actions or thought with Sattvagun, or might be with Rajagun, or might be Tamogun. Everything we do will have various results depending on our intention. What kind of intention we carry while doing these actions. What intention we have. What kind of attitude do we carry. And many other factors which are related with our actions. It makes the point that how, for what, and why we feel grateful makes a difference. The thought behind the action is very important. Shri Mahaprabhuji emphasizes so much on the thought, on the bhav, on the emotion behind your action. If there is no emotion behind the action, your action might happen, but it might not give you the fruits that you have imagined. If you have a right thought behind your action, only then and then you can feel grateful for what you have done. Now let us look at some points that how Bhagavad Gita in very crisp teaches us to be grateful, how to practice gratefulness. The first thing that Bhagavan Shri Krishna through Arjun he teaches us is that be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for what you have. You will end up having more. જે છે એની માટે કૃતજ્ઞ રહો. અંતમાં જે છે તેથી પણ વધુ પ્રાપ્ત થશે. Be thankful for what you have. You will end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, અગર આપણી નજરો, આપણું ધ્યાન, આપણું ફોકસ જે આપણી પાસે નથી એની ઉપર રહેશે. If we concentrate, if we focus on what we don't have, and if we constantly think upon it, you will never ever have enough. If we always think મારી પાસે આ નથી, આ નથી, આ નથી, આ નથી, આ નથી, અને આ કેવી રીતે પ્રાપ્ત કરી લઉં? If we completely and wholeheartedly can everyone mute themselves? So thank you. So if we wholeheartedly concentrate on what we don't have, we will never have enough. So Bhagavan teaches Arjun or guides Arjun to create his perspective towards what he has. Being thankful for what he has, he will always end up having more. So that is the first teaching from Bhagavad Gita. The second teaching from Bhagavad Gita is acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. What you have in your life, what good you have. We all have something which we don't appreciate as well. There are dark sides. There are some actions, there are some thoughts that we might have, and we don't appreciate it. We don't want that kind of thoughts, or we don't want to practice such actions in our life. But still, they come to us. How do we let them go? How do we stay away from them? It is only possible when we acknowledge the good that we have in our life. We already have the good side as well. We might make mistakes, but we also learn from them. If we keep on focusing and concentrating on our mistakes, we will never come out of it. But if we start focusing on from what we learned from that mistake, things start changing. And only when we acknowledge that, the good part of our life, we find abundance, we find happiness and joy in our life. And the third point, which Bhagavan Shri Krishna teaches us, it is not happiness that brings gratitude. It is never happiness that brings gratitude. It is gratitude that brings happiness. Practicing gratefulness and gratitude in your life will always bring happiness to you. But if you're happy, then you can bring happiness in someone else's life. So these are the three teachings from Bhagavad Gita that Bhagavan Shri Krishna teaches us. God has given us everything in our life, and He has given this beautiful nature. He has given everything which is sufficient for a human to live. How we use it is up to us. He is the provider, we are the user. How we use our natural resources, how we use water, how we use trees, how we cut them, how we treat our rivers, how we treat our air, how we pollute it. Everything is up to us. He is the provider, we are the user. So are we using all those resources in a sustainable way? Are we thankful for it? Because we are getting it for free. And unfortunately, this is the reality, that when we get something for free, we mostly don't value it because we are getting it in free. But we don't know that when something you are receiving in free, somewhere it has a big value hidden behind it. The way we use this environment for satisfying our needs today, 99% it is not sustainable. So are we being thankful for what we receive from the nature? The nature is so beautiful. When we visit places where humans have not gone since a long time, or humans haven't visited those beautiful places of this land, they are so full of nature, they are so full of beauty, they are so full of bliss. And when human intervention happens in those places, we start cutting trees, we start destroying the nature, we start using it just for our gain. So are we being thankful for it? पर्यावरण के लिए, प्रकृति के लिए क्या हम कृतज्ञ रहते हैं? केवल व्यक्तियों के प्रति कृतज्ञ रहना वो पूर्ण नहीं होता, परंतु प्रकृति के प्रति भी हमें कृतज्ञ रहना बहुत आवश्यक है. सबसे पहले हमें अपने आप के लिए, वी हैव टू बी थैंकफुल फॉर आवरसेल्व्स. फिर जिन्होंने हमारे लिए छोटे से छोटा काम किया है, even the person who does the smallest thing for us in our life, we should be thankful for them. We should always be thankful for them as well, who have done nothing for us. At least they have maintained peace in our life. And we should always be thankful for the ones who have done everything for us. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, he blesses us with the result when we put in our efforts into something. When we do our purusharth, he gives us some result. How do we express our gratitude towards God for blessing us with such beautiful life? He has given us everything. He has given us this beautiful nature. He has given us this beautiful family. He has given us this beautiful human body, which can think, which can create thoughts, which can create wonders, which has qualities which no one else has in this world. We are unique. Everyone is unique.
मुझे भी बताया करो.
लो ये तुम्हारी विक्स।
So being grateful for that, how do we express our grateful? In the Shastras, in the shlok, we say that Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Prachati. Patra, Pushpa, Phala, Toya, which means Jal. Whatever we offer to you is created by you. Whatever we offer to Shri Prabhu while we are doing seva, while we are doing puja, whatever we do for him, ultimately the creator of that offering is Prabhu, you yourself. You are the creator. We are just collecting those resources created by you and again offering them to you. There is nothing of myself which I am devoting to you. So how can we express our gratitude towards Shri Prabhu? Expressing gratitude towards someone might be through words, or might be through sharing a gift or giving them something. But gifting something which is given by himself, how can you call it expressing gratitude? Shri Mahaprabhuji teaches us in Yamunashtak by saying Namami Yamunamaham. First, he bows himself, his head to Shri Yamunaji. Shri Mahaprabhuji swayam naman kari રહ્યા છે શ્રી યમુનાજીના ચરણ કમલમાં. Namami Yamunamaham. હું પોતે નમન કરું છું. Then Namata Krishna Turya Priyam. We all go down to Shri Yamunaji, who is loved by Lord Shri Krishna. And then Namostu Yamune Sada. Always we should all the Vaishnavas, we all should go down to Shri Yamunaji. Namami Yamunamaham. Namanam eva kartavyam nadhikam shakyate iti sutraha. Only and only our bow down or our surrender to the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, of Shri Thakurji, is the way of showing our gratitude. Because when we surrender our ego, when we surrender our self to the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, only then and then we can express our complete gratitude and thankfulness towards him. It means we Jeeves can only do naman or bow down with your whole heart before Shri Thakurji to express your gratitude. When we bow down with full gratitude, we are thankful for our life and what we have today. Often in our lives, people around us may say things that hurt us, or some events may happen which shake us, or something may happen that delights us very much. कोई प्रशंसा करे या कोई टीका करे, दोनों ही परिस्थिति जीवन में आती हैं. Whether a person curses us or sings our praises, कोई बहुत प्रशंसा करे, हमारे गुणगान करे, या कोई हमें बहुत गालियां दे, अपशब्द कहे, we must learn to remain neutral in any situation. In both the situations, in both the contexts, we should learn to be balanced. What we accept from both is up to us. It doesn't matter what people come and say to you. It is up to you what you accept, analyze, think upon, and how you react on it. When someone says something to you, whether it is good or bad, how you accept it is up to you. How you analyze it in your mind is up to you. How you think upon it. What kind of thoughts do you create? If someone is cursing you or saying bad words to you, how do you process it in your mind? How do you accept it? How do you process it? And how do you react on it? It is up to you. We must be thankful for both the ones who criticize us and the ones who praise us. We can learn our mistakes and improve them through the ones who criticize us. And the ones who praise us, they show us that, okay, you have reached till this destination. You have done this things which are very good, but you have the potential that you can do more. So we need both in that situation. So be thankful for both the ones who criticize you, the ones who praise you, they both are somewhere or other being a guide in your life. So thank them, be grateful for them, but do not let it create an impression on you that if someone praises you, do not just boost up yourself and, okay, I have done everything now. There is nothing to accomplish in this life, and this is enough. Don't let the ego come into your life. And when someone criticizes you, at the same time, do not let anger enter in your behavior. क्रोध और अहंकार इन दोनों से बचना है. When you start living life as an ansh or a part of the Paramatma of Shri Krishna, and not as whole jeev in yourself, when you start feeling I am a part of the Parabrahma Shri Krishna and not a normal person, you start being grateful and thankful. जब मेरा मुझ में कुछ है ही नहीं, जब सब परमात्मा का है, I am just a medium, I am mere medium. He is the reason, he is the runner of the show. I am just a medium. So only then and then, when you become egoless, then you can express your gratitude and thankfulness. Our life is a journey. Some parts of it may be quite slow, others full of adventure. We get trapped sometimes in worry, while sometimes we get a quick solution to our problems. In any scenario, our mind, body, and soul must be in sync. We must think and feel we are in the Sharan or shelter of the Almighty Shri Krishna. Whatever he does will be the best for me. With such a firm thought and emotion in mind, we must not be affected by anyone around us. Good or bad, Shri Krishna is the doer. He is the one who creates everything, and he thinks, he has that thought, what is right for me, what is wrong for me, what is good for me, what is bad for me. I have surrendered myself to his feet. Now it is up to him what should be happening in my life. So that kind of firm thought and that kind of firm surrender to the lotus feet of Shri Krishna will create the feeling of gratitude. We are a medium. The Almighty resides within us and runs the show of our life. A grateful person does not let praise boost their ego or criticism affect their confidence. The Lord suggests we should cultivate the attitude of gratitude. આપણો સ્વભાવ એ કેવો હોવો જોઈએ? તો આપણો સ્વભાવ, આપણો સ્વાભિમાન કેવો હોય? તો એ કૃતજ્ઞતાનો હોય. આપણો સ્વભાવ એ કૃતજ્ઞતાનો બને. Be thankful to nature, fate, destiny, or God, or whatever you want to call the higher or mysterious power in your life. Be grateful for what you have and see your actions as a way of expressing that gratitude. Whenever it becomes difficult to be thankful or things don't go your way, think to yourself, let it be. Surrender the control to God Shri Krishna. Be thankful for whatever comes to your way. Opportunities, problems, whatever comes to you, be thankful for it. Because it is going to teach you something, and that teaching will help you to take right decisions, will help you to grow and create growth in your life. So be thankful for whatever comes to your way. Trust in Lord Shri Krishna that he will turn every direction for you to reach till your destination. When you are devoted to your cause and in shelter of Shri Krishna, every direction turns to take you to your destination. When your surrender and your cause are completely devoted, at that time, all directions turn your way and you reach your destination. For everything in life, good or bad. Let every situation become either Prabhu Ichha or Prabhu Kripa. When the balance of Ichha and Kripa of Prabhu comes in your life, you live your life with utmost gratitude, gratefulness, thankfulness, and express that happiness of gratitude with the ones around you. You become the medium of happiness. You become the charger of people around you. You create an energy, a vibration that attracts people towards you, and whomsoever may come in contact with you, they become grateful. So I hope you all were able to understand the concept of gratitude, and whatever Shri Krishna residing within me tried explaining to you might reach you, and hope you all start practicing gratitude in your life. Say sorry every night before sleeping. Say sorry to the ones you might think કે આજે આની સાથે આવો વર્તન થયો, આજે આની સાથે આવો વ્યવહાર થયો છે, ક્યાંક એને કંઈક ખોટું લાગ્યું હશે મારા લીધે. એને ભલે આપણે માફી ન માંગીએ, પણ હૃદયથી આપણે એ વસ્તુને વિચાર કરીને અને માફી માંગીએ. I am sorry for what happened. I am sorry for my actions, what I did today. And be thankful for the ones who have done so much for you. And forgive the ones who have wronged you. જેમને આપણી સાથે ખરાબ કર્યું હોય એમને માફ કરી દો. જેમનું ખરાબ આપણાથી થયું હોય એમની ક્ષમા માંગી લો. જો આ જીવનનો આપણી પ્રક્રિયા બની જાય તો આપણું જીવન એક કૃતજ્ઞતાપૂર્ણ બની જાય છે. તો આવા જ ભાવો સાથે આપણે સૌ પ્રભુ શ્રી કૃષ્ણના ચરણોમાં આપણી કૃતજ્ઞતા વ્યક્ત કરીએ કે આજે એમના માધ્યમથી, એમની કૃપાથી, એમના કૃપાબલથી આપણે અહીંયા એકત્રિત થઈને અને આપણા હૃદયની કૃતજ્ઞતાઓને પ્રભુ ચરણોમાં વ્યક્ત કરી રહ્યા છે, કરવાના સામર્થ્યને પ્રાપ્ત કરી રહ્યા છે. તો એ એમની જ કૃપા છે અને એવી કૃતજ્ઞતાના ભાવને વ્યક્ત કરી આજના આ સત્સંગને આપણે અહીંયા જ વિરામ આપીએ છીએ. શુભમ ભવતુ, કલ્યાણમસ્તુ. પુનઃ કૃષ્ણ કૃપા સત્સંગ મંડળને આ સુંદર આયોજન માટે હું મારી ધન્યતાઓ વ્યક્ત કરી રહ્યો છું. આવા જ આયોજનો આપ સદા કરતા રહો. And may Shri Krishna bless you with such potential that you can reach more Vaishnavas and you create a group where you follow the principles of Jagat Guru Srimad Vallabhacharya Mahaprabhuji. With those blessings, I would like to end my Vachanamrut over. Shubham Bhavatu, Kalyanamastu.
Thank you, Jaja. It's very good, Vachanamrut. It's such a detailed gratitude meaning that you have given us. And we really appreciate all the meaningful and powerful words you have given us or taught us. Hopefully we all apply it soon and starting any minute. Hopefully we are applying these principles of gratitude in our life, day-to-day living. And that's the whole concept of listening to Vachanamrut, so that we can actually apply these into our day-to-day life. It's really helpful, and all these knowledge and information you give us, it really helps straightening our mind and our karmas actually. Saying sorry to others, getting rid of ego, all those bad qualities that we may have. It's important to get rid of those and then eventually come up with a purified mind, body, and soul, right? And I appreciate all your words and all the knowledge you have shared with us. Kalpeshankar would have liked to say couple words. Go ahead, Kalpeshankar. You're still muted.
He himself is a live example of Krutagnata and gratitude. What is himself, the word in its, his name itself said, you should be Sharanam, you should be surrendering yourself, and you have to really absolve yourself into the life of Krishna Bhagavan, because his blessings are the only answers to our gratitude. And that is how, when we learn, we begin from there. And જે આપણને ઠાકોરજી, મહાપ્રભુજી ને સર્વ વલ્લભ કુળે આપણને જે સેવાનો પ્રકાર આપ્યો છે, એ ગ્રેટિટ્યુડનું મોટામાં મોટો એક્ઝામ્પલ છે, અકોર્ડિંગ ટુ મી. If I'm wrong, Bhavashri can correct me. પણ એ જે સેવા છે એ સેવા એક ગ્રેટિટ્યુડનો મોટામાં મોટો ઉપદેશ છે અને એક મોટું આપણી પાસે એક્ઝામ્પલ છે. આપે ઘણી બધી વાત કરી છે. આઈ થિંક પ્રોબ્લી એ વિવેક જે આપણામાં નથી અથવા મિસિંગ છે અથવા ભૂલી જઈએ છીએ એ આપ શ્રીના વચનામૃતથી અમને લાગે છે કે પેલું ધોબી ઘાટ પર જઈને ધોવાઈ જઈએ અને આપણામાં જે સારું પણ આવે એવું આપના ઘણું થયું છે. So I'm really, on behalf of Maryland and all other Vaishnavas who have been here, we are entirely submissive to you. આપના ચરણોમાં અમારા ખૂબ ખૂબ વંદન અને આભાર. અને હવે સેજલબેન આપણે પ્રશ્ન આશ્રયપદ લેશું. આશ્રયપદ લઈશું.
દંડવત પ્રણામ જય જય ફરીથી બધા
આપની
વૈષ્ણવને ભગવત સ્મરણ. આપણે આશ્રયપદમાં બધા સાથે
જય શ્રી આજ્ઞા છે આશ્રયપદની.
જી જી બિલકુલ જરૂર.
દ્રઢ ચરનાન કેરો ભરોસો, દ્રઢ ચરનન કેરો, શ્રી વલ્લભ નખ ચંદ્ર છટા બિન, સબ જગમાં જો અંધેરો ભરોસો, દ્રઢ ચરણ કેરો, સાધન और नहीं या जग में, जासु होय निवेरो, दूर कहा कहे दुविध आंधरो, बिना मोल को चेरो भरोसो, દ્રઢ ચરણ કેરો. શ્રી વલ્લભાધીશ કી જય, શ્રી શ્યામ સુંદર મહારાણી કી જય, શ્રી ગોવર્ધન નાથ કી જય, શ્રી કલ્યાણ પ્રભુ મહારાજ કી જય.
આપણે if anybody has any questions for Jayashri is still here, please go ahead and raise those questions out.
Sejal, if we can have this kind of sessions more, we would appreciate it. I know Jayashri is very busy, but you know, kids would understand him so much better. I have a 2-year-old grandson, and I really want him to get involved. So if we could have more of these sessions, I would really love it.
Sure, we will invite Jayashri over and over again, every time whenever he's available.
I know he's so busy, but I would really appreciate it.
Don't worry, I'll work hard we'll try to get him.
Thank you so much. Well, this is in a very simple language what he explained, and we need our children, you know, growing up in this world to understand it better.
Yes.
Because it's very easy for them to, you know, get lost in this world.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially in today's world where everything is so materialistic, you know, we really need our dharma, we need our inspirations. We
Correct.
need to know our true path.
Yeah, because especially, you know, there's so many distractions out there, and to understand our religion better, they can follow it easily.
True.
Yeah,
Jayashri, would you like to say something?
No, sure. Already for this session, Sejalvin has worked a lot and did a lot of follow-ups, but definitely in future, if I get an opportunity to address the youngsters and to solve their queries, their questions and their doubts, what they have in their mind regarding their life, culture, religion, spirituality, and many more such topics. If they have any doubts, we can definitely do one-to-one conversations as well. And I would love to interact with them. It would be an opportunity for me, and I would be grateful for that.
Anyone else?
I think Jayashri has a system, I mean, every week or every day at night of India time. So anybody can join him with probably invitation. And maybe you can
a very
really,
beautiful satsang he has it every day.
This is fabulous, and it is absolutely mind-blowing. You guys really should go ahead so that you don't have to miss him. You can meet him every day. You can see him every day and feel the pleasure of seeing him every day.
What time? India time?
It's just about 2 hour time at the same time there. I think it's around 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. I always go to his sessions,
Yeah.
and I always have something to get from those sessions.
Please, Sejal, forward me whenever you have something.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Manish Shetty is also in there. Sanket Bhai is also in there. I'll forward your information so you can be added. Sure.
Sejal, I
Perfect.
can forward you. You can forward to all of them. Okay?
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, if you put it on Krishna Kripa satsang, then I follow
Yeah.
that all the time.
Sure,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
Thank you,
I think
thank you.
If
Yeah.
you don't have any question, we should allow him to go. Sejal.
Say that again.
આપણે ના હોય ક્વેશ્ચન તો આપણે જયશ્રીને રજા આપીએ.
Sure, sure. Thank you
Please,
so
Raj.
much, Jayashri. આપ શ્રીના ચરણોમાં ફરીથી ખૂબ ખૂબ દંડવત પ્રણામ.
એ આશીર્વાદ આપને સૌને
You-
અને
You
વેલા
came to the session and we really appreciate it. If anybody else doesn't have any more questions, Jayashri, we will end this satsang.
જી
So that we
આશીર્વાદ
can take any of your time. I'm sure you have a lot of things, there are satsangs to go as well. So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bhagat Smaran.
Dandavat pranam.
Okay, very good. I think it was a great success.
Very good session.
Session.
Beautiful.
Yeah, session. Bow સરસ. The good attempt, I have a book in Shodas Granth in English. So when I'll come there, Sejal, probably I'll make sure that I just send it to